All right, testing. Can you guys hear me? Let's see. We're gonna start this live stream up. All right, testing. Can you guys hear me? Let's see. All right, that's good. All right, we're about to go live here, guys. So we got a lot to discuss. Just gotta get this stream set up. Then we'll be good to go. All right, it's on a bit of a delay. All right, we're about to go live here, guys. Yeah, it's on a bit of a delay. We got a lot. Anyways, let's get this going. Shout out to everybody out there in the chat. We got a lot to talk about today, so without further ado, we're gonna be going over Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, whatever y'all want me to go over, as long as it's not some low cap scam coin. That's the only catch. No low cap scam coins. None of that stuff, right? None of that stuff. Let me get this chat to pop out. Pop out chat. All right, cool. All right. But yeah, shout out to you guys. Let's get this thing started here. So who do we got in the chat right now? Let's see some people. Because, yeah, we're going to be going over Bitcoin and some altcoins and all that good stuff. But yeah, let's see who's in the chat. Let's put some stuff up here. You guys can send super chats, donations throughout the live stream if you want. Help support. Show some love. I'm going to try to see how it works. Streaming on YouTube. But if you guys don't show no love, if you guys don't show no support, I'm not going to be able to do the YouTube thing. I'm going to try to do the YouTube thing, but I got to see some people popping in, or else I'm going to have to keep going on with Kick, because, you know, I just have poor results with streaming on YouTube when it comes to engagement. But shout out to you guys. Let's see if we can get some people in the chat. Hey, we got Rolling with Toshi here. Says, yo, what's up? Rolling with Toshi? Yeah, that's what that says, Rolling with Toshi. Let me remove my, but yeah, what's up? So yeah, I guess since your name is Rolling with Toshi, you probably want to hear some Toshi talk. So yeah, we can go over Toshi today too. Most definitely. I'm putting my Solana address and my BNB address in there. But yeah, shout out to Rolling with Toshi here. All right, so also, I'm also now with Chart Prime again. We're going to be talking about some Chart Prime stuff. And remember, I am also doing the affiliation with the Advances trading on their website as well. So I want to discuss some stuff with Advances and the Chart Prime technical indicators. But yeah, shout out to you, Rolling with Toshi. Shout out to you. All right, so we got some people in here. We got some people popping in the chat. Nice. All right, so we can you know, just hop straight into the Bitcoin stuff, and then let's see some engagement in the chat so I can keep the stream going. And yeah, so first let's go over Bitcoin here. So as you can see here with Bitcoin, I was talking about this yesterday, how this is all a bull trap. This is a big bull trap, right? And the drop that we had was this drop right here. But we seem to have some people thinking that just because it rebounded off of this drop, that is going to keep going up. There's a reason why I have the support set here. Like, this is a common support area. And I'm trying to tell people, look, this is how bull traps work. Literally, I have this stuff set up for you guys. So easy. It's so simple. It's so simple. And I try to do this stuff for free, but it's testing my patience. All right. It's testing my patience. But anyways, look at this support, 69.2K. Notice how this area is constantly hit. Notice how this is a constant area of support and resistance. There's a reason why I marked this area. All right, there's a reason why I've marked this area. If you look back here, you just see it time and time again. This is a huge support / resistance area. I've marked this area for a reason, and I'm sure you can find more of this area if we go further back. But the reason why I'm talking about this is because, you know, we bounced off of this yesterday, and there's been some people in the comments thinking that, you know, thinking that it's going to keep going up, but this is how the bull traps work. Literally, it's how they work. Not only that, we kind of have something else forming here, right? So if we look right here, maybe it could be a ascending triangle, which again, this is how bull traps work, or it could be something else like a rising wedge. So it all depends how you want to spin it and how you want to look at the charts, right? If you look at the charts like this, we're going through a clear rising wedge, right? All right, if you look at the charts here, it's a clear rising wedge. All right, clear cut. Now, I don't care what anyone says, this is a rising wedge. Plain and simple. You can spin it like this, or you can do it like this. Either way, this is a rising wedge. I'm trying to tell people, I'm trying to warn people, I'm trying to be the messenger out there. I'm trying to put the good message out there. Rising wedges are bearish signals. So, you know, it is what it is, but, you know, I'm still trying to help wake people up. And I hope we have more than 2 people viewing right here. I hope we have more than 2 people. I don't know why it's acting so strange and it's lagging. I usually stream with StreamYard, but I've been using OBS lately, trying to get better with OBS Studio. So we'll see how that works out. We'll see if, you know, OBS is any better. We'll see if hey, we got a super chat here. Big shout out to Rolling with Toshi. I didn't notice that. He says, enjoy your TA. I like Toshi, ZBCN, XCN. Thanks. Oh, yeah, I'll definitely go over those for you. Big shout out to Rolling with Toshi for that. I don't know how long ago you sent that chat, but yeah, I gotta make sure I'm paying attention to chat. All right, but yeah, thank you for that donation. We'll definitely go over those. Let's just skip over Bitcoin and jump straight to what you want to go over since you're donating. So big shout out to you for that donation. All right, so let's go over Toshi now. And it's on a little bit of a lag, so forgive me for that. It's a little bit of a lag. I think we're on like a 20-second delay, if I'm not mistaken. It's like a 20-second delay, and it's pretty frustrating. Let's see where this is at actually. OBS lately, trying to get better with OBS Studio. So we'll see how. That's like a 1 minute delay. It's like a 1 minute delay. Anyways, it is what it is. Let's go over Toshi for you though. Let's go ahead and pull up Toshi. All right, I don't have it on my watch list for some reason. All right, let's see which one I already have my charts drawn out on. I think it's on this Coinbase one actually. Yep, Coinbase, there it is. All right, and then pull up the daily chart. So Toshi has made new bottoms since then, so I have to change my Fibonacci to come all the way down here to the low, to the bottom. So yeah, interesting stuff. It has created a new low. Let me take out all these old drawings. All right, nice. We got it right there. All right. So yeah, we're gonna cover this again. Shout out to Roland Toshi for this. Let's go over this. So I haven't went over Toshi in a while because, you know, everything has really been following Bitcoin and everything, and Toshi's been flat for a while. It's been flat for a pretty long time. I actually want to add Toshi to my watch list here, so I remember to go over it more often. No, not this watch list. I need to add Toshi to my crypto watch list. There we go. All right. Let's scroll down here. Yeah, Toshi's been pretty flat recently. Toshi has been pretty flat recently. So let's look at this from this perspective. Just trying to do a technical on it. On the short term, let's do the daily chart. Looks like we do have a little bit of a pattern going here, but the bad part about this pattern, this is a bearish symmetrical triangle, or some people like to call it a bear pennant, a bearish pennant. It is a bearish signal. Unfortunately, it is a bearish signal. But what I will say about this is that Toshi is already at such a low level that I don't think I don't think it can go much lower at this point. Obviously, anything can, but I don't think it's gonna do too much lower. And then on top of that, we're also following Bitcoin. So as Bitcoin goes down, we're gonna see Toshi pulling back down as well. So I would expect it to go down about this much. So we can go back down to the previous lows, which would be a 23% drop. Let's pull Toshi up here too. Let's pull up Toshi. Where are we at? 85 million in market cap. Not too bad. Yeah, I mean the market cap's decent still. 7.9 million in volume. Volume is still pretty decent for the market cap for Toshi. Let's pull this up too. Toshi Memecoin could be a dark horse, blah blah blah. Post that I posted on here a while ago. Whatever happened to hemp? I haven't even looked at that project in a while. Oh, the account doesn't exist. Yeah, it happens to a lot of altcoins. A lot of these meme coins. Seeing what everyone else thinks about Toshi right now. So yeah, honestly, we will be following the oh yeah, and this is the falling wedge that I mentioned before. I already deleted it though. But yeah, everything will be following Bitcoin. So as Bitcoin starts to pull back, we're gonna start seeing the price of Toshi pulling back as well. And it's only a matter of time for Bitcoin. Then when you pull up Toshi, you can also see that we have this bullish divergence. So Toshi is ready for a breakout whenever Bitcoin's ready. I will say that, like, this is bullish divergence. So bullish divergence is pretty much when you're getting higher lows on the MACD here. And then when you look at the chart, you're getting the lower lows right there on the chart. So as you're getting higher lows on the MACD, you're getting lower lows on your chart for bullish divergence. And that's pretty much what we're seeing in Toshi. We're seeing lower lows on the charts here on the price. And then when you look at the MACD, you're seeing higher lows on the MACD. So it's ready. It's ready to break out. It's ready to take off. But it's literally Bitcoin is holding Toshi down and everything else down. So we could see another wave of selling. And that wave of selling will probably bring us around to this level here. So it'll still be within that bullish divergence range, just waiting for the next breakout. So I would say just be patient. It's waiting for Bitcoin. It could go down even more than what it's down now. So don't be too bullish because it could go down a little bit further. This is the percent R trend exhaustion. We're seeing the short-term trend, the white line is coming down as long as the long-term, as well as the long-term trend is also coming down a little bit more. And they're about to intercept here. So we're going to see whether it goes up or down from there. But honestly, it's at the will of Bitcoin at this point. Hey, look, Toshi's ready to take off. It's waiting on Bitcoin. Bitcoin will send everything flying. So if Bitcoin goes flying, Toshi goes flying. This is the MACD on the weekly chart. Look at that. Literally ready to take off. Literally ready to take off. Like, this is where buying pressure comes in. So this is a interesting chart for Toshi, but it's all based on Bitcoin at this point. The second Bitcoin finally decides to stop dumping, then it'll be good. But look, I still think we're in a bear market. And I think because of that, we're going to see the prices of everything starting to drop even more. This is the percent on trend exhaustion on Toshi for the 4-hour chart. And this is the long-term trend right here. As you start to see the long-term trend going sideways and trending downwards, you're going to start seeing the short-term trend following it. And you're going to start seeing the price drop. That's what happens whenever that happens on the percent on trend exhaustion. So we could come down back to the 0.00015 area that we were at before, back down here. So that's what I'm expecting for Toshi. And like I mentioned before, I'm also using Chart Prime again. So there's there's something in chart prime that I think is important to look at. So we'll take off the drawings here, and let's take off the dynamics, the market dynamics for chart prime. So on chart prime, there's this indicator here called the it's almost like the percent arc trend exhaustion, right? But it's called the Market Oracle Pro. And what we have here are the momentum wave bands. So it shows the momentum of whatever you're looking at. And thing here with the momentum wave bands, usually when we start to squeeze down at the end like that, that usually means there's about to be a breakout. Whether the breakout is going to the upside or the downside, there's about to be a breakout. Toshi's is leaning on more of the bullish side, but I would still say be super careful, because if Bitcoin dumps, even though Toshi has bullish signals, if Bitcoin dumps, then we're going to end up seeing Toshi dumping as well, unfortunately. So it's really up to Bitcoin at this point, but Toshi is ready to have a breakout. It's been down for so long. It is ready to have a breakout, but it's really up to Bitcoin at this point. And then if we also take off the Market Oracle and look at the Market Dynamics Pro, we also have the this is the volume profile on Chart Prime, and it shows where the volume is at the current moment, right? So we're seeing a lot of different signals being thrown up here, but Toshi is trading near the discounted price point here on Chart Prime. So the further it is to the discount price, the more of a chance it has to break out to the upside. That's pretty much how I look at it. So it is in a good zone, right? And also, if you're long term with Toshi, it wouldn't be too bad to buy like in this area if you're long term with it. Now, if you're not long term with it, I mean, you should definitely be careful. But this is a decent price zone, and long term, I mean 1 year plus. I think give it a couple years, like Toshi is going to be back up alongside a lot of the other coins. But also remember, this happens to a lot of meme coins. A lot of meme coins die out, never come back. And I'm not saying that's going to happen to Toshi, but if we look at what happened to Brett during this bull market, Brett didn't really have that good of a bull market. Like it did, like it broke out, peaked, broke out again, peaked. Then it was just down from there, and everything was really down from there. But meme coins are starting to be like almost like a hit and miss. So you got to get in meme coins damn near at the bottom. So I would say let Toshi come down a bit more, so then you can make sure you're getting in towards the bottom. But you'll probably hold some Toshi. So if you just dollar cost average as it goes down, then you'll be good. You'll be good. That's pretty much how I see that. But yeah, so that's how I'm seeing Toshi right now. That's just how I see Toshi right now. A lot of buying inside of this area, inside of this region. A lot of buying pressure, some selling pressure as well, but you know, a lot of buying pressure in this region. So that's good. That's a good thing. But if it starts to dump and it goes below this discounted price, there's not much more buying pressure until we get down here around 0.00017, 0.00018, that region there. So if we break this discounted zone, we can end up coming down here into these levels and then having more buying pressure in these levels. So that's what we'll have to watch out for there. Let me look at the chats. I think one possibly is that altcoins could detach from Bitcoin after Clarity Act if retail comes back. One reason why Bitcoin always moves first is people associate Bitcoin with crypto and don't understand alts. That is a possibility. You know, it is a possibility that alts could break away. I would say certain alts could break away, but it'd be completely up to that. So I don't know. We'll see if it happens. But, you know, people have been saying this for a long time. They've been saying this for a long time. And usually alts don't break away from Bitcoin. Like certain altcoins are still doing good. Like Canton Network is doing good. This is one of the altcoins. They have institutional backing. That's kind of why they're doing good. So they're doing good. And I think Rain might have been doing decent. Modad's not doing too good. Let me look at Rain. Certain altcoins can do decent during these times. And Rain is sort of a newer project. So that's kind of why Rain is also doing good right now. And it's just a lot of people are really surrounding it. But yeah, certain altcoins that serve a purpose that people will rally behind, those are doing pretty good. But yeah, the infrastructure that allows you to launch your own custom prediction market apps built on Arbitrum. So yeah, stuff like Rain, Canton Network. I thought Zcash would kind of create its own, create its own little box, but it didn't really hold up. Let's take this off. All right. So yeah, that's a little bit of using Chart Prime. I like Chart Prime, and I'm gonna be using it a lot more now. But yeah, let's open this back up and open this. All right, and then let's go over the other, all the other stuff that you wanted to look at. I think you were talking about Zebek, some other stuff. So yeah, let's look at that. Just looking at the volume profile here for Toshi. Okay, not too bad. Not too bad. All right. Let's see. Yeah, this thing is lagging. Let's see where we're at. Yeah, I don't know why my stream is lagging right now. At the volume profile here for. All right. Did I put in the tags on here? That's weird. Usually more people come into the live streams, but yeah, that's weak. Yeah, it's weak. But anyways, let's go over the other stuff that you're mentioning here. All right, so we went over Toshi, and now it's back. It's back. Network. CBCN. All right, so now let's go over Zebek Network. Yeah, Zebek has been doing pretty decently. It's obviously everything's gonna be pulling back, but I think Zebek has done decent. Let me bring this up for Toshi. No limits. No, they haven't really posted much. Just a bunch of memes. But yeah, it's seeming like Memecoins, people are moving away from them. Memecoins are not doing as good. ZBCN, is it back? What's the best exchange to look at this on? I don't even want to do the USDC. Bybit, Perps, HTX. I'll look at it on the HTX. September 2024. All right. So looking at Chart Prime, Zebek is trading under the equilibrium price. This was a falling wedge that Chart Prime has pointed out. And falling wedges are bullish signals. So that's pretty good of Chart Prime to be able to point that out before it had a little bit of a breakout. But it's still trading a little bit below the equilibrium price. So it's still close to a discount zone. A lot of buying pressure usually happens in this range. That explains why you had these huge fluctuations, because all this buying pressure. And this right here is called the Market Dynamics Pro for Chart Prime Pro. I put the link inside of the description up there if you guys want to look at it. But yeah, so good volume right now for Zebek. It's kind of been trying to bounce back. Bitcoin is digital gold. Alts like are the digital black gold. Alts like what are the digital black gold? Bitcoin is gold. Bitcoin is gold. Digital gold. Alts are the digital black gold. Yeah, I guess we can put it like that too. Zebek hasn't been around for, well, it's been around for a good amount of time, since 2024. So I guess that does kind of solidify it. You know, it's been out for 2 years. So it does kind of solidify it as a project. Let's pull up their X. AI-based PayFi. Another one of those privacy type of coins. PayFi, that's what they call it. Almost like a Cash App for crypto. Buy ZBCN in a tax-free IRA account via crypto.com. That's a pretty big step in the right direction. This means U.S. users can hold Zebek network tokens inside a tax-advantaged retirement account alongside Bitcoin stocks and ETFs. That's pretty solid. I didn't know that they were doing that, actually. That's pretty solid. So yeah, let's hit a technical. So you kind of got an idea of how chart prime is working here. Now I kind of want to do like a manual technical analysis, so you guys can see from both ends of the spectrum. All right. Boom. All right. Let's take Fibonacci all the way from the high to the low. Cool, got that. All right. I'm seeing a falling wedge here. Seeing a falling wedge. Also seeing what looks to be a descending channel almost as well. And falling wedges are bullish patterns. So it's nearing the end of a bullish pattern. So that's usually good. So yeah, if Bitcoin ends up dumping here, we could see Zebek coming down to this range right here, 0.0012 or 0.0013. If Bitcoin does not end up dumping, I think we have a breakout for altcoins, because Toshi was showing the same thing as well. So a lot of altcoins are showing that we are inside of a falling wedge, which is pretty bullish. You know, it's a pretty bullish signal to be seeing, but it has been trading within this falling wedge since since May of 2025. So that's been a long time. It's been in the falling wedge zone for a long time. So yeah, and it's been respecting it. It's been respecting it the whole time. If you see here, hit once, hit twice, a bunch of times right there. It hit like 3 different times right there. Hit it again, stayed under all those times. And we have it touching twice here. Well, kind of 3 times there. So that's a good signal. It's a good signal that we're respecting the fallen wedge. So yeah, so far it's looking decent. So far it's looking decent here on Zebek network. Zebek network, and what else we got? Percent arc trend exhaustion is the daily chart. Not much here. It's in the middle, so it's like an equilibrium zone. Chart prime. Let's see if we got. Yep, we're trading in the equilibrium zone. This is why I like stuff like chart prime, but also like using the free stuff like the percent arc trend exhaustion. Like the percent arc trend exhaustion is not going to say it's in an equilibrium zone, but if you see it right here in the middle around this white line, you know that's the equilibrium zone right below it. Just like it's right below the equilibrium zone, when you look over here, it's right below it. So yeah, Sometimes you can use the indicators that are free and you'll get the same results as the paid ones, but the paid ones just make it easier for you, so you really don't have to learn all that stuff. It just kind of has it there set up for you. Whereas the percent R trend exhaustion, you kind of got to learn what this means. The white line is the long-term trend. The blue line is the short, or no. Blue line, long-term trend. White line, short-term trend. And then your overbought areas are these two red zones. Oversold areas are these two blue zones. And your equilibrium is this white zone right here in the middle. So whenever you're trading up here, you know you need to sell. Whenever you're down here, you know you need to buy. If you're in the middle, you just kind of got to sit and hang tight. So at this point with Zebek, even though it's in a decent zone right now, you kind of just got to sit and hang tight. You know, it is at an equilibrium zone. It could end up dumping down here to this level. And chart prime is also still showing that we have the discount zone down there. And not only do we have a discount zone down there, that's the bottom of our falling wedge that we just now made out as well. So instead of looking to buy in now around 0.0024, I think a good buy zone for Zebek would be closer to 0.0013. And that's over 50% lower than what it's at now. So yeah, it's at about 50% lower. So I would say wait a little while for Zebek to buy some more. But if Bitcoin does take off, everything's going to take off. If Bitcoin takes off, you can probably end up expecting Zebek to get to 0.004 up here to this Fibonacci resistance. Lots of buying pressure is shown to happen in these areas. And then whenever you have a thin volume profile zone here with the chart prime indicators, whenever you have this thin volume profile, that typically means that it's just going to fly straight through that zone. Lots of buying pressure here, so you can have lots of selling and buying. But the second you pass that, you don't have any more major selling zones until you hit this area here, which is also a premium zone as well for chart prime. So it's also showing that that is a premium zone. And then we have the Fibonacci resistance there as well. So it would make sense if we broke out above our rising wedge that we would end up stopping up here at 0.004. So if it is bullish, we're looking towards 0.004. If it's bearish, then we're looking towards 0.001, 0.0013, somewhere in that area. So yeah, that's what we're looking at here with Zebek network. So yeah, we can go over the other ones you mentioned as well. And again, big shout out to the donation from Rolling with Toshi. Says Zebek moving today. Yeah, we've been seeing a lot of different movers today, and I'm not gonna lie, Zebek, compared to a lot of other projects, is still up 145% in the last year. So yeah, and this is huge news. Like 5 days ago, when the tax-free IRA thing inside Crypto.com, like having this inside of a tax-free IRA on Crypto.com, like people can literally put this in their retirement accounts. So that's a big deal. That's a really big deal, actually. Yeah, super big deal. Let's fast forward this up here. I want to see .com, like having this. Okay, yeah, we're not on that much of a delay. All right, nice. It's no longer delayed. All right, so you said XCN. Yeah, let's check out XCN now. Onyx coin, I never heard of this, honestly. Been out since 2022. Yeah, I've never heard of this coin. Let me do some research on it before I XCN. Let's go over here. Oh wow, this thing completely dumped. Yeah, no point of looking that far back. I guess from here would be a good area to look at. See what chart prime is saying about it. You know, everything is showing that it's inside of this. It's showing how it's squeezing here on the momentum wave bands. It usually does that before some type of bullish push, and a lot of different altcoins are showing it. And we're seeing bullish divergence on a lot of different projects too. So interesting. And it's trading at a discounted price, and it's towards the green momentum wave band, which is pretty much the bullish buy zone. And it's at that discounted zone. And the chart prime volume indicator for the market dynamics pro is right near the buy zone as well, or a heavy buy zone where a lot of people are buying at. So yeah, I mean, honestly, the second Bitcoin stops acting up, I think a lot of projects are going to take off. Like the second Bitcoin just figures out what it wants to do. I still think Bitcoin's going to pull back, but whenever Bitcoin does decide to bounce back, I think a lot of projects are going to do well. The financial ledger, Onyx, is a modular blockchain design for financial grade applications, offering near instant confirmations and low fees. We got, oh, let me stress. Built on Arbitrum, secured by Base. Designed for financial grade applications. Okay. Onyx is an XCN. Onyx XCN is a Ethereum ERC20 decentralized digital asset. All right. Available on Robinhood. No, I don't think it is. There's no way this coin is on Robinhood. Unless it just got listed. Let me check Robinhood right now. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think this thing. I haven't seen this on Robinhood. Okay, yeah, we have Onyx coin on Robinhood. I didn't know it was actually on there. Why are you bullish on Avantis? Coinbase listed January 2025. Yeah, I'm noticing it's on Robinhood too. That's interesting. Yeah, why am I bullish on Avantis? I'm just looking at some of this other stuff on here. Where am I? So the main reason why I'm bullish on Avantis here is because they have literally the best. And yeah, I know I got to do a shameless plug. I got to plug in my link right here, my affiliate link for Avantis and it's really because their exchange. And I'm gonna pull this up in a second here. The Avantis exchange. I just needed that link. There it is. I don't even think I had anyone sign up through there yet. No one signed up through my link yet. But yeah, if y'all want to trade through my link, it'll do some fees. I'm completely open about that. It'll give me some fees. But it's mainly because of this. Like, you gotta think, Coinbase is the largest exchange inside of the United States and one of the largest exchanges inside of the world. And Base actually supports Coinbase. So Base literally supports them. Let me pull up Avantis. So Base supports Avantis, and they're even putting them on the front of their app, the Base app. So if the Coinbase founders and developers are supporting Avantis, Avantis is only at a $45 million market cap. I feel like this is a steal at this point because we see what Aster is doing. Aster is doing huge numbers, right? And Aster is like the poster child for DeFi perps trading on Binance and BNB. I feel like Avantis is going to be the poster child for the DeFi perps trading on Base. And I think it's gonna be up there. I think it's just a matter of time at this point. It's gonna take some time, but eventually I think Avantis is gonna get up there as well. Let me take some of this stuff off. But yeah, they had a gold now trades with the volatility of a meme, but the liquidity depth of a blue chip RWA. Proud to be the only perps DEX that offers zero slippage trading on gold. Traded $10 million market clips with zero spreads, zero fee perps, high leverage perps built for scalpers where traders only pay from profits. That's why I'm bullish on it. Like they're pretty good. Avantis is pretty solid. And look, let's pull up gold here. So this is gold. And you can see gold is trading at 4,553. And you can literally trade DeFi gold perps up to 75x leverage. Like, that's crazy. Imagine putting in 10K, trading like it's $716,000 because you're doing 75x. Like, you have the potential to make so much money, but you have the potential to lose so much money as well, right? And if you were trading with 10,000, the loss rebate on Avantis Fi, it says loss protection offers a safety net to traders on the less skewed side, encouraging balanced market activity and safeguarding liquidity providers by mitigating risk and guaranteeing tiered protection against the losses. 0 USDC there. Estimated liquidation price. So look, liquidation price, the current price is at $4,551. The liquidation price is at $4,500. So if this thing were to drop $50, you lose your whole 10,000. But if this thing goes up and you did a long, well, even if you did a short, you're not losing your money. If you did a short just now, you would have made money because it just now went from 4,552 to 4,548. You would have just now made money on that. And if you were doing 75x leverage with $10,000, the money you would have made would have been stupid. Your estimated hourly borrow fee is 8.56 USDC, and you're not going to be holding it for that long. You do not want to hold leveraged perps for long at all. And your opening fee would be $450 in USDC, which is actually pretty up there. But if you're doing the scalping right, that would be covered like that. So I'm gonna spin it like this. Look, position size 716,321. I'm gonna show you how those fees would be mitigated here. So and this is what I do when I trade options, stock options. I always run the numbers to see if the risk is worth the reward. So 716,321 because you're doing 75x leverage on $10,000, which would give you the option to trade with 716,321 off of 10,000 divided by gold. How many lots of gold would you have at that? You would have divided by 4,552 because that would have been the price. And remember, it went down to 4,548, and right now it's at 4,552. So this is how much you would have made, right? Well, if you were shorting it. So I gotta mention that if you were shorting. Well, actually no, let's do it for if you're longing. All right, it'll be so much more easier. So that gives you 157.36 lots, and now it's at 4,555. So now multiply by 4,555. So your $716,400 something went to 793, and that would cover your fees. All right. So where are we at right there? I put 716,321. All right. And then it goes to 7, 4. Yeah, so that would have covered your fees right there. That would have covered your fees. And then anything else from here up is profit. So as it starts to go up, longing gold, you're making profit at this point. See how much it's going to go up by. Little by little, it'll start going up. And then you'll start to see that money increasing as well. So right now it'd probably be at $300 to $400 in profit. And then when it goes up to 4, 5, 5, 6, around there, you would be about $1,000 in profit. And then you would probably want to close that long out right there and close out with $1,000 profit in like less than 5 minutes. So Advances is a pretty interesting platform. Pretty interesting platform. But yeah, you just have to know what you're doing. You don't want to get into stuff like this without knowing exactly what you're doing. Does it have the %R chain exhaustion on this? %R, nope. But I'm sure it has the MACD. That's all you really need. Well, that's all I really need. Give me the MACD and I'm good. Pause. That's a big pause. All right, so no more chats in here. But yeah, big shout out to Rolling with Toshi for that donation. Much appreciated. But yeah, that's why I'm bullish with Advances. But going back to XCN, I don't know if you're still in here, Rolling with Toshi. But going back to XCN, let me take off these indicators. We're just gonna do a raw analysis. Just a raw analysis on XCN. Then I'll do one on Advances from here. Oh wait, that's not the Fibonacci. Here it is. Fibonacci from the swing high, swing low. Okay. Damn, this thing is like, I don't know. XCN just seems like XCN has been going down. Onyx has been going down for the longest. This is what throws me off. Like 2022, it was worth 3.4 billion in market cap. Like, how does the market cap drop off that bad? Almost like rug pull numbers. Like, that's like rug pull numbers, honestly. Like from 3.4 billion in market cap all the way to 20 million inside of market cap. 20 million with an M from 3.4 billion. That's a pretty insane drop. I don't know, that worries me. But seeing what they've done and that they're listed on all these big exchanges, that's pretty good for them. So I'd say thumbs up to them for that. I'm gonna close all this. But yeah, looking at chart prime though, it's showing us we're at the discounted range here. We're at that discounted zone, and it's right down there at the Fibonacci as well. Also, that's where all the buying volume is. So I don't see it going below 4 cents right now. But if Bitcoin dumps and pushes everything lower, then even this is going to go down. But if not, is that a good discounted zone? Is that a good discounted range? So I would like to see this thing pushing up to at least to that equilibrium price zone, which would be around 0.008, all the way up to the premium price zone, which is around 0.013. And that's also where we have the volume indicator showing that there's more buying volume in that area. This is the buying volume here, and it's also right around that Fibonacci resistance at 0.014. So doing a manual technical analysis and using the indicators, it's not a good discounted zone. And if Bitcoin takes off, it'd be good. But I still believe Bitcoin is not going to do that. And I think that's the most important thing for us to look at right now is Bitcoin. Let me take off some of this stuff. This is looking crazy. All right, so we're going to look at chart prime for Bitcoin, and then we're also going to look and just do like a manual analysis here on Bitcoin. Because, yeah, we're going to have to do both of them. But yeah, if y'all want to check out Advances, I put the link there for Advances 5. And then we can also put out the chart prime link. if y'all want to check that out. All right, let me pull out Bitcoin again. All right, so we're at this discounted zone down here. You can see the second it hit, yeah, I can't draw on there without all that popping back up. But you can see the second that we hit the discounted zone, it started to break out, started to go up. The volume indicator down here, the volume profile indicator, shows lots of buying volume usually comes in down here. So that's probably why that was a good support. It's also a discounted zone, so obviously that'd be good. But if we start to break out on Bitcoin, a good area to get out would be if it does break out and you see it heading towards 100K. I don't think it's going to break 100K. I think you would definitely want to get out in the 90K areas if there was a breakout. But I'm still not super bullish, and I'm not sold on the bull side for Bitcoin. Even if that were to happen, like that's a temporary pump before the next pullback, in my opinion. Let's pull this back up. We're still trading within two bearish patterns on Bitcoin. So we still have the bear flag, which is a bearish pattern. We still, actually three bearish patterns. We still are trading within bearish divergence, which is, well, actually, no, we're kind of having bullish divergence a little bit, not bearish. Let's pull that up. Bullish divergence, because we're having higher highs on the MACD while simultaneously seeing lower lows on the chart. So it is bullish divergence on the chart, but I think that's a bull trap. Bullish divergence on that. But yeah, we still have the bear flag, which is a very important aspect, and we still have the rising wedge, which is also another bearish thing for us. So I don't know, it's looking bearish. It's looking bearish for us right now. Bitcoin is not looking too bullish. It's not looking too good for Bitcoin. Let's pull up the 4-hour chart now. Now we're on the 4-hour chart. Let's look at chart prime on the 4-hour. Close this. So we're trading in the equilibrium range within a bear flag, still on the 4-hour. Well, technically it's an ascending triangle or ascending channel. Ascending channel. Trading within the equilibrium space. Yeah, I still think it's got to pull back, even when looking at the smaller time frames. Now we can take off those indicators. Yeah, I mean, this is still a rising wedge on the smaller time frame on the 4-hour chart. So you still have a bearish signal within another bearish signal. So like you still have bearish signals here. You know, you got the rising wedge, and you still have the bear flag. So yeah, let's see what happens with that. What do you guys think about this so far, though? Let me know what you guys think. Big shout out to Rolling with Toshi again for that donation. Rolling with Toshi is the sponsor of the show right now. You can do a goal. Yeah, it says 125 pesos because I'm out in the Philippines right now, guys. So I've never done this goal thing. Let's do a 10 super chat. Well, now let's put it at 5 super chat goal. How much is 125 pesos? I don't even know. I'm out here and I don't even know what it is. I think it's like a couple dollars. Yeah, let's do that. Timer 30 minutes. Share how you'll celebrate. I'll do a analysis on any crypto / stock. Start the goal. All right, we're doing a goal here. 5 super chats. All right, we got a 5 super chat goal. And yeah, I'll do a technical analysis on any crypto / stock. We just need 5 super chats. That's at like 125 pesos. I didn't even look at PHP to USD. How much is 125 Philippine pesos? $2.08. So $2.08, because I'm in the Philippines right now. That's what it shows us. But $2.08, guys. Yeah, just donate like $2. But it has to be over $2.08 because I put it at that. I wish it would have did it in dollars, so you could have did exactly $2. But it's gonna be $2.08. But yeah, let's see it. Let's see it. But yeah, let's see those super chats. I'm doing this for free for you guys. So let's see some support. We have 8ZK951 says Ton coin. I got you. Let's look at Ton. Let's go over Avantis first, cause wait no. Stevenson said why you were bullish on. Oh no, we already went over that. We already went over why I was bullish on Avantis. So yeah, we can go to Ton. All right, let's look at Ton coin. How you guys liking the stream? How you guys liking the stream? Let's see some interaction in the chats. Just let me know how you guys are liking it. So yeah, I'm seeing people are showing up. So it's a mix of people showing up on Kick versus YouTube. Like it's kind of the same numbers, which I'm not too much of a fan of. Like I like one of my live streams used to have like 50 people to 100 people in, but it's dropping because I'm not doing Baby Doge content no more, which is kind of stupid because Baby Doge is scamming y'all. Like they're scamming y'all. So that's all I gotta say about that. That stupid coin. I don't like that coin no more. They're out there scamming people. But anyways, let's look at Tom. We'll take it from swing high all the way up here, all the way down below. And we'll look at chart prime. Look at our indicators. Okay. So chart prime, it looks like it's going to have it in a discount zone. No, it's at equilibrium actually. But it's at the buy zone of the momentum wave band, which means the momentum is currently in a downtrend, obviously. Chart prime is showing it inside of a falling wedge, which is supposed to be bullish. It's at an equilibrium price, and it's inside of the buy wave zone for the momentum wave band. Kind of a mixed signal there, to be honest. Okay, good buying volume in that region. Let's do a manual technical analysis. Unfortunately, chart prime is letting me down this time, but it's good. It's all right. It was good on the other ones, but this is a weird. I don't believe that it didn't go all the way down to 55 seconds for 55 cents for a second. Maybe on that particular exchange, this is kind of throwing off the Fibonacci. I'm gonna need a different one. This is throwing off the Fibonacci. No, all of them are doing that. That's just weird. Let me know if Ton actually did that, chat. Did it actually go all the way down there to 55 cents or something for a split second? All of them are showing it, so I guess we'll roll with it. And we are on a little bit of a delay. Just a little bit. Not too bad, just a little bit of a delay. All right. We have bullish divergence on the MACD. Boom, boom. Wait, I gotta get the booms on point. So this is the second boom. Yep, and third boom. Boom. Bullish divergence, which is higher lows on the MACD while simultaneously getting lower lows on the charts. Bullish divergence. So you guys see that. And as you see, we're creating lower lows on the charts while again getting higher lows on the MACD. Bullish divergence usually happens for a breakout. All right. So, hey, all the altcoins do look like they're finally ready for a breakout. But like I said, Bitcoin's going to be the deciding factor. What's the percent R trend exhaustion? Short-term trend is, inside of a weird zone here. If the short-term trend comes down here to this long-term trend, we'll see the price dropping there. Falling wedge right now, currently. Currently a falling wedge, which is a bullish pattern. And we have bullish divergence on the MACD. Bullish divergence on the MACD, as you can see, bullish divergence. And we have a falling wedge, which is a bullish pattern. Falling wedge, bullish pattern for TON. So TON is looking slightly bullish right now. But I'm so bearish on Bitcoin that I can't believe that anything is going to be bullish right now. I think this is all a bear trap or a bull trap. I really think the bulls are about to get super trapped. And this is a super falling wedge, if you want to call it that. But yeah, this is a bull trap, in my opinion. Like, we're getting a lot of bullish signals, but I just can't believe it right now. I can't believe it. And I don't know, you can call me delusional, but I think we're in a bull trap in the market. Hey, shout out to Rolling with Toshi again for the second super chat. Literally the sponsor of the show right now. Thanks, Solid TA and Analysis. Thanks. Big shout out to you, Rolling with Toshi. Big shout out to you. You're really sponsoring the whole entire chat right now. What? You literally just donated $2.10. Why did it not? Bro. It was 125 pace. It literally. All right. I'll still go over anything you want me to go over. I don't know why it's not showing. Yeah. $2.08. I guess the exchange rate on YouTube might not be the same as the exchange rate right here. It's probably a difference in the exchange rate. I think that's what it is. It's all good. It's all good. I'm gonna still cover it for you. So yeah, anything you want, Rolling with Toshi, let me know. I'll cover it. So yeah, anything you want me to go over. So yeah, that was a pretty good analysis on there. I want to see where we are with this. I want to see if it's lagging at all. So yeah, that was pretty good. All right, it's not on that much of a delay. Not that much of a delay. So yeah, I just gotta wait for a little bit when I'm talking. But as this delay is coming in, again, big shout out to Rolling Toshi. Just let me know what you want me to cover. I'll cover whatever. I think Pudgy Penguins needs to be covered because I was talking about that for a while. And then I kind of like went cold turkey on talking about it. So I think it'll be helpful for a lot of people. I'm going to take off all my previous drawings. Yeah, I need to have my little micro support resistance areas. It helps out a lot. But it does get annoying to look at, doesn't it? Just seeing these little white lines. So for now, we'll just exit them all out for now. Let's bring them back. All right. Now let's look at bear flag on we have a bear flag building up right here. I just noticed that. I was looking at it, I was like, yep, that's a bear flag. So we got a bear flag on Yeah, that's a bear flag. Okay, so yeah, bear flag on pudgy penguins. And that's why, like, I'm looking at all these other altcoins, and some of them are throwing bullish signals, some of them are throwing bearish signals. We're forming a super bull trap. I'm gonna stick with that. Super bull trap. And the percent art trend exhaustion is literally the same on everything. I think we're gonna have a big bull trap. So yeah, as pudgy penguins comes down, first target zone 0.005. That's what I'm targeting first. 0.005 will be a 31.5% drop. So about 30% drop on there. Algorand. Yeah, we can cover that. Let's do Algorand. Let's do Algorand. Let's go ahead and pull up Algorand. All right, 781 million market cap, 22 million in trading volume. All right, down 58% in the last year. Everything's down, so hasn't really seen its peak since 2021. I just kind of want to look at things here. All right, let's look at the price. It's looking like I did an analysis on it before, but all I have is a drawing showing it coming down to the price that it's at right now. 0.08. So I was like, you know what, it's going down to 8 cents. I guess back in 2022, I didn't really know how, but I knew it was going back. I knew it was going down. I had the intuition. This is a solid support zone though. So look at this. Oh yeah, I was using Chart Prime back then. I was like, I don't have anything but a line. I was like, okay, it had to have been Chart Prime because I was using Chart Prime back then. Yeah, that's a good buy zone on Chart Prime here. That's where the momentum wave band brings it all the way down to, and that's also where the discount price zone is. So that makes a whole lot more sense now. All right, so Algorand is at a discounted price zone for Chart Prime. And this is a super heavy support. So I'm going to let you see this. The momentum wave band shows that it's at the buy zone for there. It's at a discounted price zone. Buying volume usually comes in around 8 cents. And then on top of all of that for our automated trading indicators with Chart Prime, if we pull back here and look at this, we just see support heavily all the time coming down to this level for support. Now, eventually it does have to break the support. So if Bitcoin continues to pull back down, I think we could just start creating a lower support area for Algorand. So I think that's the main thing that we're gonna have to watch out for. Yeah. Let me pull up daily chart again. Let's take it from the previous high down to the lows. All right, so this is terrible. Hey, this is what the bear market looks like. This is what the bear market looks like. Everything is going to be inside of a super, like, just decimated zone. Just everything just completely screwed up. This thing has been trending down for the longest time. And it's been trading in the same. This isn't a falling wedge. It looks more just like a descending channel. And it's kind of flattened out. So I think a breakout could happen. It is actually a falling wedge if you look at it from this perspective. It's all about perspective. So a descending channel / falling wedge. We kind of got both of them. Everything is literally trading within a falling wedge right now, which is a bullish pattern, but I still can't stop but to think like we're in a bear trap or a bull trap. But what you did say earlier, this for Roland Soshi, what you mentioned earlier, you mentioned that you think that everything's about to disconnect from Bitcoin, which looking at all the proof, all the analysis, looking at everything, that's a possibility. I think we might be cooking up for an altcoin season whilst Bitcoin simultaneously goes down. So yeah, because you said you think one possibility is that altcoins could detach from Bitcoin after the Clarity Act if retail comes back. One reason why Bitcoin always moves first is people associate Bitcoin with crypto and don't understand alts. Yeah, and I think that could be a possibility because we're seeing a lot of bullish signals for crypto. Like Algorand, like this is another one. Like we literally have a falling wedge, and then when you look at the chart prime indicators, it's inside of a discount zone, inside of the buy area for the momentum wavebands. That's another bullish, and I can bet you it probably has bullish divergence on the MACD as well. Let's pull that up because we know we're creating lower lows on the charts while simultaneously creating higher lows on the MACD. And yeah, this is how buying pressure starts. But I think that we're gonna get some more selling pressure before the actual buying pressure starts. Just a little bit of selling pressure, and then. But I don't know. We could be cooking up for a altcoin season. Really, we really could be. So yeah, what do you guys think about this? You guys think altcoin season's coming in? Let's get ChatGPT up in this. Let's see when it comes. There isn't a single confirmed date yet because the Clarity Act for crypto has not been fully passed into law as of now. What happened so far? July 17th, 2025, the Clarity Act, a major U.S. crypto regulation bill, passed the House of Representatives with bipartisan support. Late 2025, moved to the Senate. Current status of 2026, the bill is being debated still in the Senate and is stalled due to disagreements, especially around stablecoins and banking rules. A key internal deadline, March 1st, 2026, passed without agreement. That's not good. Lawmakers are still negotiating revisions, and it hasn't been finalized or voted through both chambers yet. Expecting time uncertain, some policymakers were aiming for a spring to summer 2026 window. Spring isn't happening no more. Summer might not even happen if progress resumes, but realistically, it might pass later in 2026, or it could slip to 2027 or beyond if political disagreements continue. I think it might be pushed out into 2027, honestly. The Clarity Act is not in effect yet. It already passed the House, but still needs Senate approval plus presidential signature. There's no confirmed date. And what would this act do to altcoins? No fluff. Because, ChatGPT is infamous with the fluff. One, most altcoins would stop being securities. Right now, many altcoins risk being labeled securities by the US and exchange SEC. The Clarity Act would define when a token is a commodity instead, shift oversight to the commodity, the CFTC, affect fewer lawsuits against altcoin projects, which would mean altcoins would probably start popping out the woodworks and doing a bunch of stuff. Exchanges more comfortable with listing tokens, less delisting risk. And that's another reason why we're not seeing a lot of random tokens getting listed left and right. So yeah, it would spark an altcoin season if this happened. Clear rules equals easier exchange listings. With Clarity Act, if a token meets decentralization criteria, tradable as a commodity. Exchanges can list with lower legal exposure effect, more altcoins listed, better liquidity, tighter spreads. Early stage altcoins still get hit. Not all altcoins benefit. If a project has a central team controlling supply, promises profits, isn't sufficient decentralized, it can still be classified as security. Small/new altcoins face stricter compliance. Some projects may get blocked in the US. Capital flows increase, especially to legit altcoins. So yeah, to legit altcoins like Algorand, like you mentioned like Onyx, you mentioned Zebek. So I don't know about Toshi. Yeah, maybe Toshi. But yeah, all the ones that are solidified would be doing good. US becomes more crypto friendly. Blah 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 blah. All right, so it would be good. Small altcoins, not so much, but medium-sized altcoins that have been solidified would definitely be good for them. So yeah, I guess it's just a matter of time at this point. Just a matter of time. USA just clarified securities versus commodities. SEC and CTFC just announced clarity is coming hopefully soon. Yeah, whenever it comes, I think that's gonna be pretty big for altcoins. It's gonna be pretty big. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it ends up. But yeah, if they keep pushing it out further and further, then I don't know. Hopefully it can happen while Trump is still president, because that'll be sooner rather than later then. But I don't even know if Trump is doing anything about it. But see, Trump is all about money, so I think he will want that to pass. That's why I'm saying hopefully it happens when Trump is president, because he's all about that money, and he's going to be pushing for it, because it's going to make it easier for him to make money too. Zcash. Let's look at what Zcash is doing. Oh yeah, I mentioned Zcash is inside of a descending triangle. Descending triangles are bearish patterns. Zcash will be dumping down to $120. It's only a matter of time. Some people think that Zcash is going to take off. Someone commented yesterday and said Zcash is taking off to $10,000. I'm like, it's not taking off to $10,000 right now. Maybe in the future, but right now, Zcash is destined to go all the way down to $120. Unfortunately, that's where the supports are bringing us, and that's where the major resistance is as well. So Zcash, $120. Don't say I didn't tell you so. Yeah, we just gotta wait. Patience. So, but yeah, what are you guys thinking so far? What are you guys thinking so far? Let's see some other people, hitting that donation. Y'all got a top Rolling with Toshi. Rolling with Toshi is the sponsor of the show right now. Big shout out to Rolling with Toshi. But let's see some love. Let's see some support. Yeah, let's see some love and support. Let's see some. And I also have crypto donations. If y'all want to donate to crypto, that's also a possibility that y'all can do. It would be much and greatly appreciated. Crypto donation would be cool, or cool, as you can say. I'm gonna pin that. Yeah. How many people we got watching? We got 5. Shout out to y'all. How do y'all feel about Kick? Because I've been trying to get people to go to Kick to support me and to watch the streams on Kick, but it seems like a lot of people don't want to go to Kick, which I completely understand. It's a whole different platform. A lot of people are unfamiliar with it, but it's just that they have a 95-5 split, man. 95-5 split, meaning they take 5% and I keep 95. YouTube has a 70-30 split. YouTube takes 30% and I keep 70%. So it's a huge difference. So I'm trying to get monetized on Kick, but it's been hard. It's been a hard time coming. But the people have spoken. And they have said that they just want me to do YouTube. They said they don't care They don't care if I go broke. They want me to do YouTube, so I'm gonna do YouTube for y'all. I think Kick will be good when I get a bigger audience. I don't even have enough to get the payout on them. Someone did a sub, so shout out to that person that subbed. But unfortunately, people want to see the YouTube streams, which I get it. I got the most people on YouTube, so. But yeah, what do y'all got? What do y'all want to see next? What do y'all want me to go over next? Let's get another recommendation. Let's get some more. Hey, we got 4 minutes left. We got 4 minutes left for this. Yeah, for this goal for super chats. Five super chats. And for some reason, $2.10 wouldn't work. So I think it might have to be like $2.20. However, the exchange rate is looking. It's probably a different exchange rate right now. But yeah. Yeah, we went over Bitcoin. We went over Pudgy Penguins. Let's go over this. This is total 3. This is the crypto total market cap, excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum and stable coins. So this is all altcoins, which is also trading in a bear flag. Surprise, surprise. So we pretty much have all the altcoins trading in a bear flag, because this is what this tracks. This tracks all altcoins, excluding Bitcoin, Ethereum, and stable coins. So this pretty much means that, you know, that this is a bull trap. Like when you're seeing all these altcoins about to take off, this is a bull trap. I truly believe everybody's about to get super bull trapped. Super duper bull trapped, right? I think there's a possibility we can see this starting to push up again, and then another rejection, and then this thing completely dumps. Because if that happens, we will all of a sudden go from 730 billion market cap in all the altcoins all the way up to 760 billion market cap in all altcoins. That's an extra $30 billion injected into the altcoin market. $30 billion being injected into the altcoin market. This is going to cause a super bull trap, because people are going to think it's super bullish. I showed you what all these different altcoins are looking like. All these different altcoins are looking bullish, but that might be because they're going to push up here to this area, and then they're going to dump. 30 billion getting injected into all the altcoin market caps, and then they're going to dump hard. So I think this is a bull trap. I think people need to be extremely, extremely cautious of what's happening. Look at the buying pressure here. It's just not strong enough. It's not strong enough. And it's been extended for too long. We've been extending this buying in the market cap since February 13th inside of the altcoin market cap. You know, it's been pushing up, going sideways, moving up since then. Let's do a 4-hour chart. Yeah, I mean, we're starting to hit the overbought range on the 4-hour chart too. Once it's all the way up there, it's gonna start pulling back, and it does it all the time with a percent R-trend exhaustion. And that's what I'm saying. Like, it looks like a bull trap here, and this is for all the altcoins. This is tracking all the altcoins. So it's interesting. It's interesting to see what's happening. Same exact thing happened last time. And now it's happening again. Look at the weekly chart. Yeah, we're starting to build bullish divergence, but we're not completely there yet. We're starting it. All right, but we're going to see some more selling pressure before we finally have that takeoff coming towards the end of the year. Then we'll have the breakout coming into 2027. Yeah, that's interesting. But yeah, what are you guys thinking? What are you guys thinking? We got 4 people in the chat. Let me know what's going on, chat. Let me know. I'm gonna start another goal here. All right. I think 50 pesos is like $1. So this one might work. So yeah, let's do 10 super chats. Yeah, let's give it 30 minutes since it's only like $1. So 10 super chats, 30 minutes. Let's see. If not, the stream will end. So yeah, I'll stay on for 30 minutes, I guess. Unless we get 10 super chats that are like $1 each. Because I think 50 pesos is like $1. But remember this exchange rate for some reason is looking weird. But yeah, 83 cents. So yeah, if it's at $1, the exchange rate won't matter. It won't matter at $1, the exchange rate. So yeah. Oh man, we got 2 people in here. I might not even do the full 30 minutes. You know, I'm streaming to myself right now. And to whoever else is live. We got 2 people in here. All right, so we'll start this and see if we get anyone who wants a technical analysis on something. See what we get. Are you still in the Philippines? Yep. Still out here in the Philippines. I've been out here for a long time. I haven't been out here for that long, actually. I've been out here since the end of December, pretty much January 1st. So all the way through January, all the way through February, now all the way through March. So 3 months. Been out here for 3 months, so not too bad. And before that, I was out here for 3 months, and then I was in Thailand for 6 months. So I was in Thailand for all of July, August, September, October, November, and December. And now I've been inside the Philippines since the end of last year and beginning of this year. So I've been out in the Philippines for January, February, March. So I've been out of the United States for 9 months. This feels weird. This is the longest I've ever spent out of the country. I've been out for 9 months. So, yeah. But it's nice. It's nice to be able to be location independent. You know, be able to go to any location that you want to do or any location that you want to go. So, yeah. That's why I like trading, and I like the YouTube thing too, because YouTube supplements the trading income. Like if trading goes bad for a month, then YouTube will help cover things. You like Thailand or Philippines? I ain't gonna lie, I like Philippines more. I like Philippines more. Or no, Thailand. I'm sorry. I like Thailand more. There's just so much to do out in Thailand. And like I'm in Cebu in the Philippines, but in Thailand I was inside of Pattaya. And if you know anything about Pattaya, like it's crazy out there, literally. It gets crazy. And I had a really fun time out in Thailand. But I didn't go out. Like, you know, I would never go out at night inside of Thailand. But I would always be out during the day. But usually I would just go out and I would go home and I would go work out at the gym, go home, have a smoke sesh, make some videos, and then I have another smoke sesh, and then I would chill. Like I was literally chilling in Thailand. That's kind of why I wanted to leave, because I was. But usually I would just go out. I was living it up inside of Thailand. I was living it up in Thailand, and it got to the point where like I was just I had no care in the world. I was just chilling too hard. But now I'm working a lot more inside of the Philippines and making more videos. Actually, no, I was making way more videos in Thailand. When I was in Thailand, I was making 5 videos a day. I was literally making 5 videos a day in Thailand, even though I was smoking every day. Right, I was chilling out there, making 5 videos a day, 5 crypto videos. I haven't made a single crypto video since I've been, or I haven't made a single travel video since I've been inside of Philippines, because it's just a lot different here. It's just a lot different here. But I was grinding hard in Thailand. I ain't gonna lie. I was putting out a bunch of content out there. So yeah, I'm gonna end up going back. I'm gonna end up going back to Thailand. It's a really nice place to be. It was really fun. It was like a adventure every day. I wrecked my motorbike. I still got that scar. Which, yeah. But yeah, it was a fun time out there. The place I really want to go back to is Brazil. I haven't been in Brazil since 2022. No, 2023. Yeah, I haven't been in Brazil since 2023. I spent 3 months out there. Yeah, I gotta post more on my travel channel. I have been slacking like hard. I've been slacking real hard. But yeah, it gets like that. It gets like that. I like Chiang Mai, but Bangkok more. Yep. Thailand legalized it a few years back. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. How much was I getting? I was smoking a lot out there. I was smoking about an ounce every single month. Like every month, I was smoking about 1 to 2 ounces actually every single month. 1 to 2, like clockwork. Because it's so cheap out there too. It's so cheap. Like you can get it for super cheap from certain shops, and I found a shop that just would do in bulk. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna get 50 G's every single month. Just do 50 G's, and it'd be like literally I would spend like $50. Like imagine buying 50 G's for $50. Like, it's literally $1 a gram. Like that was insane. But yeah, you only get those prices when you leave the tourist areas though. When you leave the tourist areas, you'll start to get those prices. And that's what I would do. I would go outside of the tourist areas and with the local people, and then you will get extremely good prices on everything, really. Yeah. I wonder if there's any Thailand native cryptos. Because I know on CoinGecko, they do have a section where you can look by countries. Where is that at? Where is that at? I think it's in the trending section, actually. It'll show you what's trending in different countries. Yeah, down here. It does have for Philippines. It's trending in the Philippines. We have iVault. I think iVault's trending everywhere. No. So yeah, this is trending in the Philippines. Top trending. Okay, it's a base coin. And it's interesting to see what's trending in other countries, because other countries, they have to use different platforms for different things. Like, payment stuff is just different everywhere. Phoenix here, it's illegal. Gonna move to Thailand because Southeast Asia and legal to smoke. Yeah. I would definitely say Thailand over the Philippines, because it's so much more to do inside Thailand. And in the Philippines, if you smoke out here, they will lock you up for literally like 20 years for doing something like that. So yeah, it would definitely be better to do that. It's just harder to get a visa and keep it up inside of Thailand. That's why I came over here. So I was gonna do the DTV, but it was, the process is just taking too long. Like you have to let like $15,000 be seasoned inside of your bank account for at least 2 months. No, it was 3 to 6 months. You have to have 15,000 in your bank account for 3 to 6 months before you apply for it. So my problem was like I'm trading with that money. So if I take it out of my trading account, I'm not making money for 3 to 6 months. So I'm like, I just can't do that. So I would just do I did the 6 month visa, multiple entry visa, and then I just left. So I'm gonna go back. But I have a 1 year lease here inside the Philippines, and it's like $250 a month. Literally, it's $250 a month for the place I got here, and in Thailand it was 300 a month. So both areas super cheap, but Thailand is definitely the place to be. Definitely the place to be. What is this though? I've all earned the world's first Web3 rental platform. Oh, rent. That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense why it's trending out here inside of the Philippines. They do a lot of renting. Like they'll rent bikes out to people. They'll rent cars. I mean, renting like an apartment like this is so easy. Like it's so easy. You don't even have to have proof of income. You just come in, you pay a 2 month security deposit. Well, I only had to pay a 1 month security deposit and the first month's rent. So in order to move in, I only had to pay $500 to move in, literally. And now I have a 1 year lease and I pay $250 a month. So yeah, renting out here is super big. They're super big on renting. Install the app. The more we share, the more we grow. Oh, so okay. And this is trending in the Philippines. That's interesting. I don't know. This might be a project I have to make. It's a Switzerland project. They're from Zurich, Switzerland. The first Web3 app to reward sustainable living, share, earn, connect all in one place. With zero risk. With zero risk to privacy. Yeah, I might have to make a video on this. It seems like an interesting project. You know, I've been slacking, guys. I've been slacking. I gotta make videos on a lot of stuff. Common top gainers in base coin. Okay. Seems interesting enough. What do people say about it on here? Have you been to Vietnam? Nah, I haven't been to Vietnam yet, but I would like to go though. I heard it's really nice there. It's really cheap. So yeah. Hey, shout out to Rickaroo. Good afternoon, Rickaroo. You know, we're just chopping it up. We're doing technical analysis on anything. So anything you want, just let me know in the chat. But yeah, shout out to Rickaroo, long time supporter. We're just talking about traveling different countries and stuff. This project is trending in the Philippines right now. That's where I'm at. So it's pretty interesting to see that it's trending out here. A huge push in the market cap, but the volume stayed consistently the same, which means you probably have like one big investor or a few big investors that bought in right here, which pushed the price up, which means there might be a pump that's coming soon for this project. Not entirely sure, but that's what I'm thinking. It went from 2 million to 9 million in market cap overnight. Might be some type of investor getting into it. I don't know. Let's look at this. 570 holders, not that much. Deployer. So this is the top wallet is like the dev wallet. started out with how much coins? Let's see where this money's going. Oh. No, there's I kind of take it back about this project. There's 23 million fully diluted value. So there's several wallets that have too much money that was sent from the dev wallet, and they just have 2.6 million sitting in this wallet that came from the dev wallet, 2.5 million in this one, and then a bunch is being sent to other wallets going out to the router, which from there is probably some type of DeFi protocol they got going on. That's what I would expect that to be. 41 seconds ago, money sent to this wallet. Yeah, some type of DeFi protocol they got going on. I don't know. A lot of money going between these different wallets. And then you got this wallet, has 3.5 million, 3.3 million sent directly from the dev wallet. What is this? All right. They got some money from the dev wallet too. Okay. Seems like a decent project. I might make a video on it. Eyeballs. All right. Fear Greed Index at a 35. Yeah, Vietnam, definitely really cheap there. You can get a lot of cheap stuff out there. So does anyone have any other recommendations? Any other recommendations on what I should cover? Look at this bull trap. I can't remember what they call these type of candlesticks. I think they're called like a hammer candle. And I think these are like a morning star candle or something like that. I think this is like a hammer candle. I forgot what it's called. But they're usually bearish candles. So yeah, let's see what happens next in Bitcoin. Why is this thing lagging? Why is this thing lagging? I don't know. It's like a small delay. Small delay. Let me stop being so focused on it. It's like a 30-second delay. That just bothers me. But yeah. So yeah, what do you guys want me to go over here for the next project? What are you guys thinking? Other stuff training in the Philippines, OpenVP, OpenVPP, which is OVPP. What's another base coin? It seems like they're messing with base out here inside of the Philippines. The Internet of Energy, rails of the decentralized global electric grid. Built on base, earn on the edge, use OVPP, and earn from grid activity with transparent on-chain rewards. And now on base L2, enabling. Okay. Enter. So somebody here out in Malaysia. Oh no, Thailand. They're out in Koh Samui. So they're out in Koh Samui, Thailand, and their Tesla Model 3 2024 currently charging. This is kind of an interesting project. So the internet energy, or the Internet of Energy. So pretty much you can come over here, you can connect your car or whatever you drive. And if you have an electric car, I guess the more you drive around, the more points you get. That's what it's seeming like. So they're powering this through OpenPP. Okay. This is an interesting thing for electric cars, trying to incentivize people to use electric cars. You got someone in Oman. What's he driving? Okay. You got a Cybertruck. He got that oil money. Tesla Model Y. Everyone's got Teslas. First Hyundai out in Greece, out in Athens, Greece. No, he's not in Athens. He's out in this area. That's kind of cool. You can see where people are at and what they're doing. So it looks like America has more electric cars than the rest of the world that are connected to this particular app, even in Europe. This is where I'm from, out in Florida. Okay, people out in Tampa using it. People out in Gainesville. Okay, got an Audi SUV, electric vehicle. This is a pretty interesting app. Pretty interesting. So yeah, I'll probably end up doing a video on this project too. So I'm gonna make a list of some things that I want to do videos on. So let me add that to my portfolio. Add that to my portfolio. I'll do videos on those. I've been seeing this project trending a lot. Siren. It's definitely a pump and dump. Definitely a pump and dump. Like things that are not pump and dumps don't operate like this. This is a pump and dump. And it's built on the Binance Smart Chain on BNB. BNB coins usually are pump and dumps. So rails for blah blah blah. Yeah, I'll definitely make a video on that. Siren, AI analyst agent, fully on chain. I don't know. This strikes me as a pump and dump. Imagination. Let's see how well this works. I said, what should I do to make $1 million right now? The most trendy and creative way. Let's see if this Cybern project works. I couldn't find a matching token. What? Oh, to get a valuable to get a valuable token recommendation or enter a specific. Okay. Yeah, this kind of sucks. This kind of sucks. All right. So Siren is a L. Whatever this project is, I think it's a L. Fully on-chain deployed AI analyst. This is giving me co-AI vibes. Y'all remember what happened with co-AI? Y'all remember how it pumped and dumped? This is giving the same type of energy as co-AI. So I'm gonna make a video on this. And I'm gonna, oh, I only got a repost from CoinGecko. I'm gonna make a video on it and talk about how it's a pump and dump. Because I think I can save some people before this goes to zero, just like CoAI. So I'm gonna make a whole video on this. I can spot a pump and dump like that, and this is a pump and dump. I don't even have to look at their Explorer. I don't even have to look at their Explorer to know that all the top wallets have all the money. Watch. Actually, no, they don't have all the money. Okay. Maybe I'm a little biased because I'm tired of these Binance coins scamming people. But yeah, I mean, look, 27% in the dead wallet, but still, they still have a lot inside these top 3 wallets, but I don't know. I'm really just, I don't trust these Binance coins anymore. All right, I might make a video on it. I might make a video on it and call it a scam anyway. It looks like a scam. So I don't know. All right, this has been going off. BitTensor towel. It's like a OG project. Not OG, 2023, that's not OG. Open Tensor Foundation. For anyone trying to understand BitTensor from first principles, this lecture is a useful place to start, presented by their co-founder, who is fully doxxed. That's a good thing. But I'm not going to watch this whole presentation. I'll watch it later. I'll add it and I'll do a video on it. But yeah, let me get some recommendations. But yeah. Anyways, what was it saying? 3 minutes left. Yeah, we still didn't get no super chats. All right. So I'll probably end up ending this live stream now. I know you're probably not here right now, Rolling Toshi, but shout out to Rolling Toshi for being the only super chatter today. But yeah, big shout out to you for that. But I'm gonna go ahead and end the live stream. So let me take this off. Video or take that off. Wait, what am I doing? Scene 2. All right, there it is. Damn, my chain looking all messed up. And my shirt's looking all raggedy. All right. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to the one and only sponsor of the show, which is Roland Toshi. Shout out to you. And yeah, I guess this is gonna be the end of the live stream. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to the one. I guess this is the end of the live stream, unless someone wants to make a good recommendation before I end up closing the stream. So I'll give you guys a few minutes to get in a recommendation for a technical analysis, if you so as much should or will, or whatever that phrase is. I'm just looking at the quality of the stream, just making sure everything's lining up. So you can, okay, 720p. Let's see what 1080p looks like. Okay, this is decent quality. All right, look at myself a little bit. I'm stretching. Yeah, this is decent quality. Decent quality live stream. All right. But yeah, shout out to you guys. If there's no further questions, hit the like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. Check out these links I'm about to put in there because, you know, Advantis, the best DeFi leverage trading on the planet. Boom. Chart Prime, the best trading viewer indicators on the planet. Boom. And maybe you guys want to send some crypto donations. Boom. Hit all three of them. All three of them up. Anyway, shout out to you guys. If there's no further questions, I'll be ending the stream. So catch you guys inside of the next stream. I'm gonna try to do these streams more often. But yeah, I like doing the streams. I just wish we can get some more of the people in there. Because, you know, how do I have 22,000 subscribers without having all y'all in the stream? We need to get the subscribers in the stream. But I think as I do more live streams, more people will start showing up, especially if I schedule them, because I didn't even schedule this live stream. I literally just started it and literally just went straight into the stream. And we're doing a bunch of technical analysis on a bunch of different things. So watch the playback. If you're just now checking in and seeing you missed it, watch the playback. You'll get a lot of knowledge, a lot of free game, a lot of free knowledge. I'm probably going to break this stream down actually and post the clips because why not? All right. So yeah, catch you guys in the next one. All right.